Go. Go, go, So, I guess I'll just start. There's nobody here, and that works fine for me. I'm just doing some maintenance around the fish room, and I figured I'd go live because I was watching a little bit of vidIQ this morning. If you guys watched that, it's a like a YouTube creator YouTube channel, so it's for creators. Hey, what's up, man? So I was just saying, I basically decided to go live today because I was watching vidIQ. I'm not sure if you watch vidIQ, and it's a YouTube channel for like YouTube creators, and they were talking about like the vertical format live, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna check this out because I've never. Oh, sweet man, sweet. I wasn't certain if that was you, but that's awesome, man. I'm glad. I'm glad. Dude, I bet you any money, you'll be able to get those to breed soon, man. Because if you're looking to, the last guy that I sold them to before you, I had given him, and he sent me a video the same day of eggs laid already. And I think it's because my water's a little bit higher TDS than most people. So when they go to your water, or to most of the people that I sell to, it's a little bit lower TDS, and that's actually one of the triggers for them to breed. So as soon as the TDS lowers, if it gets a little cooler, and usually the trip out there is a little cooler, and so I wouldn't surprise me if you end up getting those to breed. That would be pretty neat. But anyways, what I was saying though was I just decided to go do the vertical live thing because just bored, and I was just about to feed some of my fish tanks, and I'm doing some cleaning up, and I figured, hey, I could use some company, and I'll talk to you guys. If you guys have any questions or whatever, hey, feel free to ask. Um, yeah, just pretty informal. Another thing that I have coming up, hopefully this weekend, is I have a friend from a museum. So basically, I know him from like I think it was sixth grade the last time we were in school together, and he ends up working for a museum preparing fossils, and it is just crazy. He posted a video or a picture the other day, and it was like a legitimate like fish fossil that he had prepared, and so I'm gonna be doing some questions. I'll do like a podcast version of it. So me and him will go live privately. I'll record the conversation, then I'm gonna posting it. So I'm looking forward to that. I got to get some good questions put together. Oh man, you thought I just threw something in there, but yeah, and it'll be interesting. But he's gonna answer any questions we have about fish fossils. If you guys want to find out about fish fossils, he also does like dinosaur fossils. Worked on some pretty interesting stuff. So if you guys have any questions about that, throw it in the comment. Mike, you're wild. Oh my god. But anyway, anyways, he so yeah, if you guys have any questions about fossils, put those in the comments, and I'll make sure to put those in the video. I'll probably post this too, so if you guys are like watch this later or something, I don't really know how the vertical format works for this, so that's kind of why I'm giving it a shot. But anyways, yeah, Mike, you threw me off, man. You threw me off. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. I like that. You're a live one. But sweet. So I'm just feeding some food to my fishies here. That I've been feeding the micro. They call them micro wafers, but it's so weird. It's literally it's pellets. I don't know why they call them micro wafers. It bothered me the first time I read it, and I was like, dude, those aren't wafers, they're pellets. Whatever. Anyways, but I mixed these up with some Fluval Bug Bite flakes, but I ran out of the flakes. And then I remembered that I actually had the tube effects worms sitting around here too, so I gotta start feeding these because I got like a whole container of them, and it's sitting open for a little while. So I'm gonna try to get these guys to eat some of these. Anyone use tube effects worms? They're pretty good. I think they have a pretty high fat content from what I remember. I think that's why I got them. Well, they got decent protein, crude fat. I mean, I don't know if that's actually good. It's like 6.5%. Let's see. So, the micro wafers, 8%. Yeah, I guess they don't have as great of a fat content. For some reason, I would have sworn that I'd heard that the Tube FX rooms had a good fat content. But, what's up, y'all? We got some new members up here, or new entries into the live. What's up, guys? I was saying earlier is I have a friend that I'm going to be doing an interview with that prepares fossils. So if you guys have any questions about fossils, throw them in the comments. They're right there, and I'll write those down and I'll make sure to ask them. I am a fish guy, so if you have specific like fish fossil questions, I thought it was crazy because it's like there's not a whole lot of fish fossils out there, and it's because they're so delicate. Like if you've ever had a fish pass in your tank, you know that body does not stay around for very long. So it's kind of crazy that you can even find them. I don't know. It's just to me that was interesting. Yeah, see the frozen foods I'm a little weird about too. They're really pricey compared to the amount you get as well. And, you know, I've heard horror stories of people getting some weird stuff in them because they're prepared in, like, big batches. I've heard, like, leeches coming in the frozen foods, which, I mean, if it's in there and it's frozen, is it dead? Probably. Like, I don't really know about that stuff, so I don't really mess with that. Kind of freaks me out. So I just do the baby brine shrimp. Ooh, man, that's loud. I gotta move this stool. I got, like, a big old metal stool, and it's, like, really loud, so I'll try to get that out of the way. But right here, I got a brine shrimp hatchery in here, and that is my main source of live food. Oh, smile, guys. Oh. But anyways, let's feed some fish here. Who do we want to feed? So I threw the tube effects worms in there, and nobody is hitting on those. Nobody. But the nanofish normally don't. It's normally the bigger fish that hit on the tube effects worms. Like the guppies usually love them. Let's see. Oh crap. Ew. They're so nasty when they're wet too, dude. Oh. Tube effects worms are gross. Yeah. My pistococcotoides. The babies. Oh. Every time, I put it in my breeding video, but every time I say the pistogramma coccotoide, I feel like an Italian mobster. Yeah, they do. Definitely. Yes, the Hikari Fancy Guppy, I think it's called. I used to have that, and that was actually one of the first, the first bags of food that I was getting consistently. And I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about, the Hikari Guppy food, the fancy guppies. My fish love that stuff. And dude, I swear, the coloration in them, like, I could be, what's up, Red Laser? Working and lurking. I'm usually that guy, man. I'm like a second shift dude, so when all the lives are going, like, later in the day, I'm, like, listening. Oh, yeah, it is the fancy guppy food? Yeah, that's what I thought. That stuff's good stuff. But, yeah, I'm usually lurking, so I got the earbud in, and I'm, like, you know, listening, and then I'm trying to keep up with the conversation, and my internet's horrible because I have AT&T, so I'm constantly trying to, like, fast forward to keep up with the live. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. I am so grateful for this fish community because I used to be so bored all the time. I would just, like, you know, work, and it's like, what do? You're just working all day. I need like 5 things going on at once to keep my brain, like, calm. So Yeah, I'm really I'm usually a lurker. But anyways, all right. So we did the tube effects worms. All right. So this is I got one of these glass containers that I reuse, and it's got a little bit of the bug bite flakes in there. I'm gonna have to pick some of those up, and then, like I said, the micro wafers, which are freaking pellets. They're not wafers, man. They're not wafers. But so I've had this pair. I've had a group of three or no, it's four crebensis. I was given like a bunch of them. It was like 12 crebensis all in a group, and so I finally paired. Well, I've had a pair off, but I had them in a tank that had a bunch of snails, and they just kept eating the eggs, like just chomping on the eggs. And so what I did was I finally took them out of that tank. I put them in a bare 5 gallon with a whatchamacallit, one of those pots, you know, the ceramic pots, and hopefully we'll get them to breed. Um, I know they're going to create a bunch of babies, and to be honest, I don't think the crebensis are going to sell that well because giving most people have to give them away. Um, but maybe if I get them to breed and we get them grown out, I'll bring them to the swaps. And the swaps, they're pretty good looking fish. If I get a decent picture, I might sell it at the swaps. We'll see. But all right. The other problem is though, is I don't run heaters on any of my tanks, and it's been cold lately. Like before it was, I mean, some of my tanks were in the 68, and that was rough. Like 68 is not where you want your tanks. So I had to run heaters on my pisto tanks, and I have lids on all my tanks to get the temperatures up, and the temperature was dropping again out by me, and man, it's just like, dude, just let's get to summer. I'm sick and tired of having to deal with worrying about the temperatures. I just want my tanks to be running smooth, you know. Run smooth. I don't want to have to run heaters. I want everything to be producing right. My CPDs breeding project is restarted too. I got these 5 Lampikili babies that I bred on accident. So I'd gotten this group of Norman's Lampikilis in a trade for like a marine 5 gallon. It was like one of those tall marine land 5 gallon tanks, and I traded them for this group. And I took the group, threw them in my big 20 gallon tank, and then I grabbed a pair and threw it in a 5 gallon, and I had a big bunch of hair algae that I had gotten from another tank I had just broken down. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take this hair algae and just throw it in there with them. Guess what? It was the best natural spawning mop ever, because I have, ooh, jeez, excuse me, guys. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So I make spawning mops, and I'll sell them like at the swaps and everything. So I usually use something like this, and I was trying to do that with the clown killies, but I gave up on the clown killies. I'm not gonna lie. That stuff, the babies that they produce are so small, and it's just it's a labor. Like it's a labor to breed those clown killies. Not something I can do. I've been like trying to get the easiest projects. But anyways, so I threw that hair algae in, that 5 gallon with the Norman's lamp eyes, and after a little while, babies. I mean, I found a couple babies. I thought they were guppy babies at first that I had like transferred, because sometimes when you like stick your net in to a guppy tank, babies will stick to the net. You don't even know it. You really gotta pay attention to that. If you're trying to keep strains of guppies, you gotta watch your net, because those babies will stick on. And if you put in another tank and that baby gets the juvenile, stage without you realizing it, that could be a year or more of your life just wasted trying to clean up a line, and you just dumped one of those, babies in there. But anyway, so I thought the fry could possibly be guppy babies, but they weren't. They are lampi babies, because they got the blue eye, they got the body shape. I'm very happy, and the more and more they grow up, I'm like, that's exactly what they are. But I'm nervous because eventually I'm gonna have to move them, and I get so scared moving fry. Like, I hate moving fry from tanks. I'm always nervous I'm gonna lose them. So I'm gonna let them grow up there as much as possible, and then I have like a tank right here, which is it's a 5 gallon just off in the corner here, and this is like an intermediate grow out tank. So basically, what I do is I have like the 5 gallon tanks down there, and that's where all the breeding pairs are. This little command cable. Oh yeah, no, that's actually a good idea. I never thought about that. Yeah, see, I probably should keep like more individual like nets, because then I don't have to worry about that problem. That would be a thorough solution, because it's really it's something that you like. I don't know, if you don't pay attention to, and you just like get lackadaisical on it or whatever, all your work like gone like real quick. Yeah, some fry are like shards of glass. Yeah, no, seriously, they just stick. You don't even know it, just for avoiding. Yep. Sorry, I'm like blind, so I'm like, what are these words on the screen here? Mess costs money on pipettes. I'm always ordering some sterile pipettes. Oh yeah, I always call it a turkey baster. But you're talking about like the little ones from like science class or whatever, yeah. Yeah. But hey, dude, it's nice seeing you guys. Thanks, Coro, Laser. Ozzy Boy is someone I've sold fish to recently, which it's means a lot to be expanding my horizons of people that I've been selling to. He's a new customer, so that was really cool. But what was I saying? But nets, anyways. Yeah, so I just have a little collection. Oh my god, my tripod's all stuck. I just got a little collection right up there. If you guys saw my room tour, I'm actually like right in my kitchen, and you probably saw a little bit of my fridge over there. But let me grab a sip of coffee. I'm getting dry. So what else do we got to do? I got my other tank over there I got to feed. So lately, I've been really working on my 20 long here. It's like my main display tank. And I got like half of it is filled with Vallisneria and a pearlweed patch, right? And then the other half has a bunch of Anubias and Crips. All right, and it's got some like I think it was a green granite or something that I'd gotten from like a landscape store. Green, I don't know, whatever. I knew it was gonna leach some sort of whatever, but it's just a hair algae magnet, and it's killing me. So I'm really thinking that I'm gonna pull it out. But what sucks is I used it to like raise up, so I have like 2 levels, So I used the rocks to kind of give me like a second level. And I don't know how to like rearrange the tank, and I just like love the look of it. So every day I'm sitting out here and I got this bamboo skewer, if you guys ever use these. And what I do is I like stick it into the hair algae, and I'll just twist it and like wrap it around. And I get like these big clumps of hair algae. So I'll just sit in my fish room with my bamboo skewer and just stick it in here, and then pull out clumps of hair algae and throw them out. And it's getting old. Like I do that like every morning, and I'm barely keeping up with it. And I just attribute it to it's the granite, and it's the well, not granite. I don't know what it's called. It's something kind of like that. Like it's got the I don't know. You can like when it scrapes, it kind of breaks down. I don't know if it's just holding food, because it's like, oh my god, coarse, Jesus. My brain, dude. My brain in the morning, rough. But anyways, so it just holds, I think, like a bunch of nutrients, and whatever it's leaching is just so much hair algae. So I'm sick of it. So I'm probably gonna be getting rid of that. But every morning I just sit here and just clean hair algae. So I did that. Oh, I'm gonna feed my clown killies. I think I dropped a little bit of food in there already. Let's see. Yeah, no, they got food already. But I'll be right back. I gotta run over to my other tank, and I don't want to bring you guys with me. Jesus, I forgot. Just watch the fish real quick. They do some wild stuff when I'm gone. All right, I'm back. They didn't do nothing crazy while I was gone, did they? All right. Hey, Pyle, what's up? I just noticed you came in there. Uh, well, so what? Oh, this is I don't know if you guys caught this part of the live. So this weekend I'm gonna be doing an interview with a friend of mine, and it's not gonna be. I'm gonna go live, but it'll probably be private. I'm gonna try to record the conversation. I've never done this before, so I'm gonna have to practice, maybe with my girlfriend or something like that, to try to figure out how to do it. But anyways, he works for a museum and he prepares fossils. So if you guys have any fossil questions, throw them down here for me and I will write them down. I will try to ask him when I do our little interview. But it's fun because it's going to be fun because he's someone that I knew from like way back in the day. Like way back in the day, I think it was 6th grade was the last time I saw him. And I'll tell you what, I knew this dude was going to be smart. Like I knew he was going to be something. I knew it when I remember being in a group with him and I just being like, he is something else. So I can't wait to have this conversation. It's gonna be a good time. But if you guys want to know anything about fossils, light it up there. Let me know. But he had posted a picture the other day of like a fish fossil that was prepared, and I was like, dude, let's talk. Let's get some exposure for the cool stuff you're doing. And not that I'm anything, I mean, but just something, just something fun to do. And he was really down to do it because he has some office hours on Saturday. So Saturday morning we're gonna have a little conversation, chop it up, talk about some fossils and stuff. He was saying some interesting things because I was curious, like, how do we even have like fish fossils? Because I barely ever find, like, if I have a dead fish, it's pretty much gone by the time you find it. You know what I mean? So it's like, how does that last in a lake, with big fish around and everything? Like, how do you even find any? I guess water chemistry is probably gonna play that. He made some like hints to like what happens, but I don't want to spoil it. You guys will have to catch it in the video there. But anyways, I don't know if you guys have know this. If you guys have ever seen Chris Lucat, he sends out these posters every now and then, and he's a really nice guy. He started going live on Friday, so if you guys have never, oh Shady, what's up? But he started going live on Fridays, like later in the afternoon. So if you check out his page, dude, the most amazing photographer. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. I just like to shout it out because that poster he gave me free, and it meant a lot to me. And he sends it out to everybody. You just have to go, get them printed or whatever. And so if you guys have not seen, he started going live. Make sure you make it over there and check out those lives on Friday. It's a lot of fun, and the dude is like, oh my god, dude, like the best photographer, and he's crazy, dude. He's a rock star. Like, what, dude? Like, he's played with some of the bands that I've like gone and seen, like Korn and stuff. So I don't know, just cool dude. I just like to shout out the poster because it was like a free gift. So I just feel like I should, say something about it. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting together some videos. Well, I have to have one recorded. I try to do every Thursday. It's kind of rough every now and then. It gets a little close cutting to the wire. I got to get like a couple of them so I can get some breathing room because it's just been like week, boom, boom. And I was like ahead for a little bit of time, and then holidays, man, it's just like been catch up since then. So we're gonna get some videos put out and put together. Man, been going for a half hour. I just talk. I just talk, guys. You guys like hearing that? Thank you. It means a lot. It does. All right. Well, I think I fed. Oh, I think I missed these guys. Man. See, like most people think in a line, like this. You're like I'm gonna do this. I think like I go in a line and then I go here, and then I go here, and then I go here, and then I go back, and then I come back here, and then I go here, and then I end up here. Where most people just go, here to here. Me, all over. I'm sure you guys are probably a lot of the same way. What's up? But Yeah, I'm sure you guys are probably a lot of the way. I think the fish community. There's a lot of guppies in there. They're hungry. I think the fish community is filled with a lot of people that are like me. You know, you just have a lot of interest. What's your favorite fish, dude? All right, so right now my favorite fish is between the celestial pearl danios and my pistocockatoides. And the reason is because those are like the first two fish that I started breeding that like weren't guppies. It's the first thing that I had to really think about to create like an environment to get them to thrive in. And so when that happened, it blew my mind because I was like, whoa, dude, I did something that not everyone does. You know, like if you're breeding fish, we are in a subgroup of people, and that is something that you should be very proud of. I don't know, and maybe to a lot of people it's like, what, dude, you breed fish? Like, why? I don't know why. I couldn't even tell you. It just something happened. The first time I saw those eggs, I had taken a little square, like I don't know, whatever. This is circular, but you know, like a little plastic tray, and I threw it in a tank with some CPDs, and I saw them going in, and I was like, dude, I think they're breeding. And so I let it go for a little while, and then one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull that little plastic tub out, and I'm gonna see it. And when I saw those eggs, blew my mind. But then, but then I saw a fry. And I remember this feeling, dude. I actually, like, I get like, ooh, because it was just like, I saw a little, like a little black dot, it just shot out. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I did that. And like egg scatterers, like, you know, you could breed them and like whatever, but it's something that actually takes like, I don't know, you have to protect the egg. You have to make sure it didn't fungus up and didn't get unhealthy throughout the whole time. And so yeah, it was just something. It did something to me, guys. I don't know. And once I'm in like a permanent like living situation, I'm in an apartment right now. Once we get into like a house, I don't think I'm ever going to be going back. I think that this is going to be the thing that keeps me. I've never had a hobby that's done that. All right, so hold on. Let me scroll down a little bit here. Sorry, you guys got to look at my big 5 head. CPD's Emerald Reservoir can crossbreed. I've seen some of them. Ooh, that's actually interesting. See, I've been thinking about doing the rummy nose reservoirs. Those ones with like the red nose and like the blue body and I think it's like the red tail or whatever. Super, super pretty. But I'm like, I gotta be careful with what I manage because it's like, do I want to do a lot of things or do I want to do like a couple things really well and like really learn them and then slowly add on? I think because my brain, I'm an impulsive dude. Like I just like go all into things. This is 2 years and I got like 14 tanks and I have a business that I sell fish out of in 2 years of starting. I can't help it. But yeah, so I don't want to like go into another egg scatter right away. I've been thinking about a couple different fish to mess with. Same, actually black and gold mollies. I breed them as well just for fun. Want to do that. Choke right, Daniel. Dude, I gotta get glasses. Hey, Mike B, what's up? I'm at the bottom of the chat, man. How about you? All right, so. Oh, my girlfriend was just texting me too, but she should be on the live. I could talk to her. But are they red lasers? See, yeah, I haven't known. So I had messed with the White Cloud Mountain minnows because I had heard like all these. Hey, I got the hearts, dude. That's cool. I like that. Oh my God, that's cool. You guys are awesome. That just made my morning. But anyways, so I had started with White Cloud Mountain minnows and I had a tank for them, and I do like breeder basket setups. So like my CPDs are in like, let's see. I got these kind of things, and you get them at like the dollar store, right? So I got sponges that fill in the handles, all right? And you got to be careful because what I've noticed is that top line is bigger. Like, see that top line is bigger than these. Those adult ones can fit through that top line, so you gotta keep the water line like a little bit below that. But or what I've started doing is doubling them up, so that you can keep them with more water. But with CBDs, I get a higher hatch, or I get higher amount of eggs when they have like a little bit less water, because they don't have as much time to like try to eat them or anything. So I keep one pair in there, and if they're like egg hungry, they'll drop them, and then they're already past the grate before one of them can like swoop down and try to get any. At least that's my thought. Who knows? Everyone's got their own like weird things that they live off of. But so yeah, but what I've started doing is I double it up so I can keep like a little bit more water, and it kind of covers up that thicker, easier to go area. But anyway, so the White Cloud Mountain minnows, I had in a setup like this for, dude, I was messing with them for I think like 4 months and never saw anything out of them. And I don't know if it was just the group that I had gotten. They were long fins too. So I gave up on them, and I sold the group that I had at the last swap that I went to. I finally just gave up on it, because it's like, for me, I'm trying to work through species that I can breed easy with the setups that I have, the way I run things, species that lend themselves to being bred the way I do it, and basically that they weren't going to work for me. So I know that I could do Pisser cockatoides. I could throw a pair into a tank with a hut. I'll feed them brine shrimp. I'll feed them my regular food setup, and they're gonna breed for me. I know that my CPDs, once I set them up into my breeder basket box setup, Jesus, that is a tongue twister. I know that once I set them up in that they're gonna be they're gonna be fine. They're gonna breed, and I'm not gonna have to do any invasive stuff to them, and I'm just gonna keep figuring out species like that, and I'm gonna, over years, I will build up like a super strong repertoire of species that I breed. That's my game plan, at least. We'll see how it works. BMX, thank you very much, man. That means the world to me. I am like really working on I don't know, editing to a point. I don't want to over edit my videos. I want it to be like, I want you guys to be interested in me. All right, I want you guys to be interested in the things that I'm interested in. I want to make that interesting to you. A lot of interest, right? I want that to be like the main draw of the channel. I don't want it to be constantly having to do bigger and bigger things. I want everyone to like learn and progress with my situation. I feel like if you're tied to constantly outdoing your stuff, it's like, becomes like fake. I just want to show you guys my things, show you what I'm doing, and really just stay involved with the community. So that's why I try to keep posting. I want to just share my love of the world. I hear all these stories of like old school fish keepers, all right, that like back in the day they had photo albums, dude. Could you imagine a photo album, all right, and you're shipping that to your friends, and you take a picture of your tank, you tell them like a little bit about it or whatever, and you ship this photo album to your friends, and you're just like, hey, these are the things I'm doing, this is what I'm doing, this is what you're doing. You get to just thumb through this like catalog of all your friends' tanks. Like, I'm doing that on YouTube, right? Because like we have an amazing outlet to just connect with people all over the world. Like the Chris Lukop guy, he's from Germany, and I literally get to talk to him. I can message him on Facebook and get information that you can't get from anyone else. He literally describes species. What other time would I ever be able to do that? It's just insane. So like the reason I post is it's my photo album, and it's a little bit of my legacy. I actually have a really kind of deep video. It's kind of funky coming up here about legacy and AI and fish keeping all together. It's gonna be an interesting one, guys. I don't know if it's gonna tank. It might tank. It might tank, but we'll see. I just gotta do it. I've had this thought in my head, and I can't let it go. I gotta go for it. But oh, Shady, that's a good idea. Why have I not thought of that? Oh my God, see, this is what I'm talking about. The photo album thing, we get to see everybody's setups and talk. And since I showed you guys that, Shady right here just gave me an awesome idea. So he said that I can fill in these voids with hot glue. And that is a fantastic idea. I'm going to customize some of my boxes like that, and I don't have to worry about them slipping through anymore, because I've lost a couple batches. You know, you'll be like, oh sweet, you know, I got some babies, some fry in there, and then the next day I come in and I'm like, what the heck? There's nothing in there. And then you just see like a shadow or like the reflection of the adult on the bottom, and you're like, dude, come on, man, just stay in the cage. Just stay in the cage. But no, Shady, thank you very much for that. Thank you, BMX, very much. Like that really does mean the world to me. It does. It means the world to me. I'm thinking about doing like a live, maybe consistently-ish, but I just can't. I couldn't fit it into my schedule. I don't know. Like, I really like these things because I like being able to talk to you guys and just kind of hang out. And so I have an idea for a name. I have like a really good name, but I might turn it into like a podcast and release it in like a what's that? Like a premiere kind of thing. Because I don't know if I'll be able to have a consistent schedule of live. I am not a morning person because I work second shift. I was saying that earlier. And second shift, like I start 2:30, get off at 10:30. I get home at like 11:30. I go for a run. You know, I do a mile run after that. So I'm like sitting down at like midnight, barely getting to bed, and then I wake up at like 8:30, 9:30, depending on the day. Sometimes 7:30 if I'm bringing my kid to school. And so fitting a live in, I've just been trying to figure out where to do it, and like maybe like a morning show on the weekends or whatever. But anyways, I really want to do like a podcast. I'd like to interview people. I'm from Chicago, Chicago. I'm the Chicago area, you know, Joliet, if you really want to get closer to specifics. And basically, there is like an insane amount of people that are breeding fish out here. They all have like just, I mean, a lot of them are cichlids. Let's be real. There's a lot of cichlids out here, but there's people doing a lot of different stuff. And there's a guy, the guppy guy. He is doing there was a festival out here, and it's one of the up and coming festivals. I want to do a fish room tour with him because he does like some live bears, and not just like the normal like guppies and stuff. He does some kind of like different live bears. So I want to get over there and check those out. There's a couple breeders that I really want to do videos of their rooms. I don't know if they're gonna like want to, but I'm gonna plan on reaching out to them. And those are the kind of people like I'd love to do like a podcast with. Like I'd love to sit down and talk and just talk about fish, because there's these people that just, they're like kind of, they're old, some of them are older school, you know, some of them are new school breeders, and some of them are older school that I really want to talk to. But the older school ones are the ones that need to be talked to. We need to get that information out of them and get it on YouTube, and like just drown YouTube with this amazing information, because we're not going to have all these people around for forever, and we need to make sure that YouTube has the good information. So I'd really like to, you know, connect with them, look at what they're doing, make business connections as well, because that's really like part of me. Like it's a natural part. Like anything I do, I think about in terms of like, well, can I make money doing this? And like, I just can't help it. It's natural. I'm not saying I'm good at it. I be broke a lot. I do be broke a lot. I like spending money a little bit too much. But I do see like opportunity a lot, and I can capitalize on it. And I am doing this way better than anything I've done. So I think that this is it. But all right, let's see. Do you have rummy nose yet? Just a heads up, there are 3 types. I do not, Red Laser. I do not have the rummy nose yet. I was something I was thinking about, but I haven't like done it yet. I know the see, Prime Time is like local to me. They're like an hour away from me, but we go to the same swap, so I can talk to them. And that's one of the fish that they were selling for a while. I can't remember if they're still selling it, but I was planning on going through them to get a hold of the rummy nose, if I do. But I think what I'm going to be doing, if I go order anything from them, it'll probably be shell dwellers. I really want to do a shell dweller tank. I can't help it. It's the cichlid thing, man. The cichlids around here. It's just like it's in our blood. Anyone from the Chicago area, it just it's cichlids, man. It's like Chicago cichlids. Something about the seas or something. I don't know. No worries. Oh, hey, what's up, BMX? But yeah, no, I haven't the rummy nose. And what else? What else? Yeah, I'm also thinking about like legitimizing my my business, like actually turning it into a legitimate business, so I can start ordering from like wholesalers and stuff. But I don't really have the room, and so I don't know if it's like worth it. But I really want to do that for plants. Like I don't care as much about fish. I don't want to import fish. What I like doing is like, you know, I'll go to Dan's Fish and I will buy a fish from there, a group of fish from there, and I will learn to breed them. That's how I did my pistos, and so I don't import anything. Everything I sell is bred and grown. And so, but I want to be able to get a hold of like larger amounts of plants and start converting them. Maybe I set like, you know, 120 long to just like a plant conversion factory or something. I don't really know. I haven't even like thought about it that much. I just plants are my thing. Like I like growing the plants, and I can do that pretty well for my my business plan here. And so I'm really thinking about doing that. I just I don't know. I don't know if it's really worth it. Man, I gotta grab a water. I placed an order from Dan's Fish on Sunday night, and that is going to be fun. It is the most money I have ever spent on a species of anything. All right. I had to get my stool because this one's a hard one. It was a lot. I bought 4 shrimp. They're coming in this Thursday. They're shipping out Wednesday, and they're coming in Thursday. So hopefully everything goes well. I have the right kind of water for them. They are the Cardinal Sulawesi's, and so like they need like closer to Neocaridina parameters, but they're warm water. So, and warm like meaning like high 70s. I did a group and my fish were in the bags. Yeah, exactly, Coro. And that's why if it was any other company, I would never spend the amount of money that I did for the amount of. I mean, it's like not a lot of money, but for 4 shrimp, it's like, dude, what? 4 shrimp? They're. I mean, I can imagine spending like the amount of money that I spent on. You know, I've had 2 orders from Dan's Fish. They're both similar amounts. This one's like $20 more or whatever, and I didn't think about it that much the first time. But this one, it's just the like when I'm seeing the 4 shrimp and that order, I'm just like, oh my god, that is like those shrimp need to show up okay. And my temperatures around here, because it's Joliet, Chicago area, it's been a little like hit or miss. So like I ordered them and it was like warmer, and then it like started going colder, and then we got like a winter advisory, and then they took that away. So I'm hoping that it just stays just warmer. Like let's just stay warm. Let's like not KO my shrimp on the way out here. But even if they do, if something happens, I know Dan's Fish will take care of me. Shout out for Dan's Fish, guys. I'm sure everyone here knows about him, but if you have to order fish, Dan's Fish is by far one of the best places to go. They, like Cora was saying here, if I get 5 shrimp, I will cry. I will be very, very happy. I really hope that that's the case. But and I honestly, if I get 2 and they're one male, one female, and I just get babies out of them, I'll be happy. I need both genders is my thing. Because if I don't get a colony out of it, it's all not worth it. But I'm pretty sure with the numbers, I should have ordered 2, but then it was just, oh my god. Oh, I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull the trigger.
All right. See, I got. Yeah. No. Hopefully it's 5. Like I said, Dan's Fish. That's what I was saying. Dan's Fish. If you guys have to order fish, order them from Dan's Fish. Like Coro said, they pack immaculately. Um, and the fish that you come in are like they're healthy, so when they come in, you don't have the same worries that you have to worry about in other places. Because I mean, oh man, you have a lot of things happen to in your tanks that you think is like I don't want to say that. I mean, you think is your fault, and some of it is your fault, but a lot of it can be these just people that are passing imported fish off as homebred, um, and just I don't know. Dan's Fish isn't the place you have to worry about that. You could be confident in the product that you're getting. If you want to have successful fishing, but you could put any kind of fish or shrimp in the 50-year experience, have led me to believe that you really know. Yeah, shady. Exactly. I do, and that's I like. I've thought about doing an RO system here, but it's just I don't think it's possible for me. Like, I would have to have like a reservoir tank to hold the water, and a constant drip. I don't pay a water bill here because it's wrapped into my rent, but then I would have to. I don't know. I would have to like tie into. I don't know, one of the water taps right there. It's a little too invasive for the apartment situation, but I really, really, really want to. Especially because I want to get into a pistos. Like a pistos are like the thing that really draws me, but I have too hard of water. No one even believes me. Like I have literally over 500 TDS water, and it's my KH, my GH through the roof. I just sent pictures of my test strips to Pile. This stuff it's leaves calcium deposits on everything. It's horrible. My city is actually building a whole new water treatment plant, and I'm like pretty close to it. So it could be good or bad. Once they get that running, I might basically have RO water here because I'm so close, or I get so many chemicals in my water because I'm so close. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work. I'm not a civil engineer, but I've been thinking about that in my head. I'm like, man, like being so close, it could actually really benefit me. I might basically have RO water coming out my tap. So biggest tank I own is a 20 long right now. I do nothing but nano tanks, 20 long, 10s, 5s. The biggest tank I've had in the setup was a 36 bow front, but I would go to work and I would just have nightmares about the bow front just busting out. And so I got rid of it. I sold it, and I was actually able to move it for the exact amount that I bought it for. So I just got to rent it. It was pretty sweet. Oh Jesus Christ, I'm burping. But yeah, a 36 bow front's the biggest one I've had. I really want like a 40 lowboy. That's like my goal. I want a 40 lowboy. Just have like basically like and have it lower, kind of have like a pond, so I can see on the side. I'll be able to look down. I imagine it kind of like I don't know if you ever seen like a grandpa that has like train sets and they have like that like they look down like kind of like that level, right waist level. I want to be able to see over it nice and easy, and then if I sit down, I can look at it like on the side. That would be like my ideal like bigger tank 40. And then I do not like reaching all the way into a tank. I get really paranoid like putting any stress on the glass. It's just obsessive thoughts, that kind of thing. So I don't know. The 40 low boys is definitely my like ideal tank. Never had luck starting a shrimp colony with less than 15 shrimp. Doesn't matter what type they are. They feel more comfortable in groups. Since I've been breeding better. Yeah, no, I definitely. Oh. Cancel. I definitely agree with that, Shady. Like I said though, I wanted to buy more, but it was really, really hard to get me to do it. The group, you guys can look up the prices. It's the Cardinal Sulawesi's. They're like $75 for a group of 4, and then the shipping was $40. And if I would have bought 4 more, it would have technically brought the price per shrimp down a little bit. But dude, I just couldn't do it. I'm starting with the 4, and it'll end up costing me more money. But if the 4 do well, I'll probably place another order for another 4, and just really go in to getting the colony started. I don't think anyone around here, and this is the one thing I messed up on. Is normally I do research into this, so I'll like go into my Facebook groups locally and be like, hey, anyone have these locally? And if no one has them locally, then I'm the one that's gonna do it. Didn't do that with this one, but I've never seen them for sale locally, so I don't think that anyone actually has them for sale. Because I'm like a hawk with the local people around me, and if they have them for sale, I can almost guarantee they don't breed them. They probably import them. So I think that it's gonna be a fruitful venture, even if I have to put like $200 in on top of what I've already put in. Oh man, it'd be the most expensive project so far. Yo man, gotta go for tea. Oh, tea. All right, man. BMX, thank you so much for stopping by. Your words were very kind earlier, and it's that kind of stuff that's gonna get me through to keep pushing out some good videos. So thank you so much. Live in apartment 2. I use a 45-gallon tank as a sump. I put a pump in it to go to each tank to fill, and use the RO system underneath my bathroom sink with the hose going into. So I live in apartment 2. I use a 45-gallon tank as a sump. Put a pump into it to go. Oh, all right. So basically, you fill that 45-gallon with RO water and use that to refill all your other tanks. Which, yeah, I mean, that'd basically be kind of like what I was thinking, but I was thinking like a 50-gallon drum. See, you're more confident than I am. I'm a little scared to do that. But I really I need to. If I want to push my breeding to the next level, which is the level I'm getting to, I'm almost capped what I can do, because the hard water and eggs, it just doesn't seem to mesh with a lot of the species. If you need RO, you can get it from bottle refill stations, like where you take a 5-gallon bottle. Yes, Coral, I can do that. But I have 15 tanks, and maybe you're doing this, so I don't want to like say like I got more tanks than you or whatever. But I don't think I would give up. I'm not that dedicated. That is a lot of water. I mean, like, maybe I could do like a gallon water change in each 5 gallons. So maybe I could do, basically it'd be like a 20% water change in each of my 5 gallons. And one 5-gallon would do, 5 tanks. So that'd be a third of it. So maybe it wouldn't be as bad as I'm thinking in my head, but it sounds brutal. I'm lazy in that regard. Just because of the lack of time. I'm also like, I'm a dad too. A lot of us have that stuff going on, so I'm not trying to say that I have more stuff going on than anyone else, but like I said, I'm just lazy. Like, can always add more from another shop. For now, I want to build a rolling RO setup. Yeah, Shady, exactly. If I find some more Sulawasis maybe around me, and I can add them from another place that have maybe like a little bit cheaper price. I have not bred the clown killifish. Killifish in general, the person you need to check out is Pyle Aquatics. It's Pyle Aquatics. He does a live tonight, right? Tuesday. This guy does killies. He knows his killies. I was trying to breed. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk. I was trying to breed the clown killies. I couldn't get it to happen. I don't know. And it might have happened maybe that the babies just, I never saw them or whatever, and I did something funky and lost them or whatever. But Pyle Aquatics is the one you need to look into. Pinchies. Check out Pyle Aquatics, right? Silver Creek, hey, what's up? Austin, do you have plans for merch? I was thinking you could do an apron for your tweezers, etc. I haven't seen apron for your tweezers. Like one of those roll up things. Hey Coro, if you hear this, let me know. You talk about apron for tweezers, so like one of those like fabric like roll up things, because that actually would be a decent idea. That is and I could put my. Oh, for sure. Like an aquascaper's apron, like a almost like a tool belt kind of deal. I dig that actually. I do actually like that. No, and no, I get it now, Coral. But no, I do get that. That would be a decent idea. I have not thought about merch. I don't think anybody was that interested yet, to be honest. Um, but yeah, no, I actually have shirts. I wonder if I could. I have like my own personal shirt, and I've thought about. I've thought about items, not necessarily specific merch to me, but I have. Ooh, I got some funny shirt ideas. Like I got some ideas because like my thing, like I said, like I always think about making money off things, but my like natural ability is marketing. I'm not saying that my name is amazing. I'm not saying that like my icon is amazing, but my brain sees things and just instantly can put together like a marketing campaign for it, and it just happens. And I could tell them to people, and they actually agree. They're pretty good. It's not like I'm just like tooting my own horn here. Like I can make some pretty decent names, pretty good like slogans for companies. I worked at a roller rink before, and we put together like the no stress, no mess birthday party. That was my slogan. I came up with that like real quick, and it's just different stuff like that. These I don't know. So I have T-shirt ideas that are kind of like that kind of thing, like a play on word kind of thing, or I want to say it because it's so funny, but I don't want to give up the idea. But if I do a T-shirt, do I just said do. If I do a T-shirt, it would probably have that design, and it might also be sweatpants. Ooh, but if you build it, they will come. Coro, I like that. I like that. I like that. Hold on. Let me 1 second. Let me see if I can find my shirt because I plan on kicking off at about an hour. So give me like 1 minute, and I'll be right back. See if I can find my shirt. Guys, I'm coming. I'm coming. Woo. All right. Okay, so these are the shirts that I wear to like the swaps and everything, just like super basic, just kind of like my logo. And then my slogan, I guess, because this is my namesake, bringing the outside into your home. Outside in Aquatics, bringing the outside in to your home, because that's what we do, right? We're all trying to get a little bit of slice of that piece of nature. Especially, I work in the city a lot, and I see a lot of people that don't get to see green. Dude, like, could you imagine like living in a place and not getting to see green, not getting to see grass, not getting to see trees? Like, so I that was like what inspired my name. I was sitting at the front desk one day, and I was just like, bringing the outside into your home. That's what we're doing. So outside and aquatics, that's what we're about. That's where we're going. And then my girl helped me with the logo, helped me Photoshop it, and then this is just the oh, I probably just doxed myself, but whatever. Whatever that means. No, my phone number, call me, I guess, whatever. But yeah, so yeah, pretty proud of this. Pretty proud of it. I never expected it to get to this level. It's just like literally how all of this started. So I was sitting at the front desk, of my job because I work, like I said, I work second shift, so I cover the dude for lunch, and I'm sitting there, and it just like I have like all these thoughts that run in the background in my head, and it's just constantly like connecting, right? It just connects these larger scaled ideas with all these smaller parts and just kind of runs, right? I don't have to actively do this, and it just exploded. It was like boom, you know exactly what you need. I had the icon in my head. I drew it real quick, boom boom, wrote down the name. I wrote down the slogan. It was just instantly just all put together, and I'm pretty proud of it. I don't know. I love the name. It does get a little confusing because I always see people doing like inside out, outside in Audi in aquatics. I like Audi. Dee Dee will usually do like OIA or whatever in the chat, or Audi, and I like those like little nicknames or whatever. But it is funny because it's just like everyone's like outside in, inside out. It gets confusing, but I love it. I love it. Let's see. Honestly, Buse Plant or a co-op could really make bank with an apron because they could sell it as a pack with their brand tools and additional markup. No, for real though. That is yeah. I really, cause like it would be handy. I mean, I have mine mounted. You can see that right there. They're mounted there, and then I have like tweezers up there, and just like in two different spots. But honestly, both sets of tweezers I have suck. They're like, dude, it's like they just flex. Like it's like not tweezers. Like I'm using two straws basically. Like so I need a better set of tweezers. But anyways, if I had like a tool belt kind of thing to just walk around, especially people that have like big fish rooms, dude, I couldn't imagine like a row and then having all my tools over here, and then I gotta like run back and forth because I just got two tanks on the other side, and that gets frustrating alone for that. So I couldn't imagine. If I go nuts if I didn't have, yeah, Silver Creek, exactly. Dude, I grew up outside, and I think like a lot of the people that are born in the 90s, and we were just constantly exploring, you know, just doing crazy stuff, just on adventures that we created in our heads. I don't know about you guys, but I played a lot of like we would always do like Black Hawk Down recreations, like in the dirt desert area of us, and so there was like a construction site, and it had we'd go through that, and then there was like woods near us, so we'd go there and we'd make like dirt bike trails, and it was just always around outside, just being outside in the nature. Man, yeah, exactly. Well, BB guns. Oh my God, do you have the artillery too with the the Roman candles? Oh man, we're giving people bad ideas. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. It's bad ideas. Oh, that's a good point though, Coral, for sure. Yeah, you do definitely upgrade to like a rolling cart situation. I actually had something like that, but I ended up going away from it just because like for me it wasn't necessary. But exactly, like in a cart, like oh my God, aisles or whatever. Touch that Roman candles. Yeah, see, exactly, dude. Oh man, great, just great times, great times. Well, all right, guys. I unfortunately have to go to work today because I have a friggin' day job, like most of us. Oh man, I should just call in, just hang out. Anyways, guys, I really do. I gotta go. Love y'all. Keep fishing. Keep doing the thing. I will see you guys in the other lives, and catch you later.